Welcome back to Podchill, everyone.
Hi, friends. We're really happy you're here with us today. Leo, before we start, can I ask you real quick?
Of course, Gwen.
How are you feeling today?
Honestly, I've been tired lately. I wake up feeling drained and even sleep doesn't really help. Wait, am I getting old already?
Yeah, Leo. You're definitely old. Just kidding. But you know what? That's a feeling many adults quietly live with.
Really? People like us?
Yeah, but many people think it's just normal. But is it really normal to feel tired every day? What do you think, Leo?
Hmm. I also wonder if it's normal to be tired all the time.
That's what we want to talk about today. Why you're always tired, even when you do nothing.
And we'll also show you gentle ways to help the body recover. Please like and follow Podchill if this space feels good to you.
And stay until the end, because we'll learn some simple vocabulary together.
Now let's sit down, breathe a little, and start.
Hey, Leo, the first reason behind this tired feeling is actually connected to something you really love. You know what it is?
That sounds dangerous. Let me guess. Wait, are you talking about coffee?
Bingo! That's coffee.
But why? Coffee feels like the start button of the day.
Yeah, coffee helps you feel awake. But when you use it the wrong way, it can do the opposite.
Oh, how?
When do you usually drink your first cup?
Right after I wake up. It's like my daily medicine.
But there's something you might not know. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can actually make you feel more tired.
Really? But I feel energized when I drink it.
That kind of energy isn't very steady. At first, caffeine gives you energy, but it fades quickly.
Oh, that makes sense now. Later on, I can't focus and my body feels heavy again. And when that tired feeling came back, my solution was drinking more coffee. Sometimes even in the afternoon, because I just wanted to feel normal again.
At first, it felt helpful, but having coffee too late in the day can quietly create another problem. Not because coffee is bad, but because caffeine can stay in your body longer than you think.
Oh, right. Coffee after the afternoon can make it harder to fall into deep sleep. I used to think, it is okay, I can still fall asleep at night. But falling asleep is not the same as sleeping well.
Exactly. That's what we call poor sleep quality. It's when you sleep too little or even sleep a lot, but the sleep isn't deep.
It's like we don't really feel rested, right?
Yup. Many people sleep for enough hours, but they still feel tired the next day.
That sounds exactly like me. I wake up in the morning and I already feel tired, even before the day starts.
One reason can be the way we breathe while sleeping. Breathing through the mouth seems small, but it can keep the body tense.
That explains why my mouth is dry and my head feels heavy when I wake up. I thought everyone did that.
Another habit that hurts sleep quality is using the snooze button.
Oh, right. The button on our phone alarm.
Each time you press it, the alarm stops, rings again, and breaks your sleep.
I press it every morning, like it is a habit. And instead of resting, my brain feels slow and unclear.
So even if you sleep 8 hours, your body may not fully recover. The sleep looks long, but the quality is missing. My dear friends, how many hours do you usually sleep?
Feel free to share. I'd really love to know. Now, coming back to my mornings for a moment. When I finally get out of bed, I tell myself, okay, Today will be better, but then I make the same mistake again.
Let me guess. Your phone is the first thing you pick up in the morning.
Yeah, every day. Before my feet even touch the floor, I am already scrolling. Messages, news, videos, random posts I do not even remember later.
That kind of start looks active, but it actually makes you more tired. After you wake up, your brain gives you a quick positive feeling.
It feels exciting for a short time, like my brain is awake even if my body is not.
But that rise happens too fast. And when it drops, your energy drops too.
That's why my head feels slow. I'm awake, but my mind is not clear. I sit there, looking at my screen, feeling tired and unable to focus.
Many people call that brain fog. Your mind feels busy, but your thinking is slow.
And it feels bad, because the day has not even started yet. I have not worked, I have not moved, but I already feel mentally tired.
That's why the way you start your day matters so much. It decides if you feel tired or energetic all day. There's one more area we should talk about because it often gets ignored.
Tell us, Gwen.
Not drinking enough water can make you feel tired without you noticing. Many adults walk around all day slightly dehydrated and don't realize it. The body then feels slow, heavy, and easily drained.
That word again? Drained. It fits perfectly. I don't feel sick, just empty, like my battery is low.
Exactly. Coffee and tea don't fully replace water. Your body still needs plain water to work well.
That's true.
Quick check-in for everyone listening. How much water do you usually drink in a day?
Be honest with yourself. You can drop your answer in the comments and stay until the end, because we'll share what enough really looks like.
Let's continue. The way you spend your evenings also plays a bigger role than you think.
Oh, how?
Blue light from phones and screens keeps your brain active at night. Even when your body is tired, your mind stays awake.
I tell myself I am relaxing, but my eyes hurt and I keep thinking too much. That doesn't feel like rest at all.
What you eat at night can add to this problem. A big meal close to bedtime makes your body work when it should be resting.
Even after a full night's rest, we can still feel tired in the morning.
These habits don't feel serious in the moment, but over time, they quietly wear out your energy.
I agree.
After hearing all of this, it can feel a bit heavy. But this part is not about blaming yourself. It's about small changes that actually help. Let's move into solutions that fit real life.
Finally, the hopeful chapter. My favorite kind.
We'll start with caffeine, since it's part of many mornings. Coffee isn't the enemy.
I'm relieved to hear that. I was afraid you'd tell me to break up with coffee.
Not at all. It's about using caffeine in a smarter way. First, have a light breakfast, then wait a bit before your morning coffee. Let your body wake up before you push it.
I notice that when I wait, my coffee feels stronger but calmer. I don't feel rushed anymore.
Yup. Another habit is to cut back on caffeine in the afternoon. Late coffee can quietly hurt your sleep.
That was painful at first, but your nights will become deeper.
And deeper sleep helps your body recover. One more simple tip is to pair coffee with some fat or food. It helps keep your energy steady.
That stopped the crash for me. I don't feel worn out so quickly anymore.
All right, using caffeine in a better way helps, but it cannot fix everything by itself. If your sleep is still poor, the tired feeling will return.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Even when I cut back on coffee, bad sleep still ruined my next day.
So let us talk about sleep quality. Not in a strict way, but in a gentle way.
Gentle sleep rules sound good. Our body needs support, not pressure.
One easy place to start is breathing. Breathing through your nose while sleeping helps the body feel calm and safe.
Friends, when you try that, you will wake up more relaxed. I did, and my chest did not feel tight anymore.
Give it a go, my friends. Another habit that matters is the snooze button. Pressing snooze breaks your sleep into small parts.
I thought I was getting more rest. But I was actually making my brain confused every morning.
Waking up at the same time each day helps your body feel steady. Going to bed and waking up at similar times creates a routine.
Keeping a steady schedule in the morning can make starting the day calmer. The mind has space to wake up slowly without rushing.
Exactly. It helps the brain wake up little by little. When sleep is steady, energy comes more easily during the day.
That might be why some mornings feel lighter than others. And the bedroom also matters, right?
True. A dark, cool, and quiet room tells your body it is time to rest.
Even small lights or noise can make it hard to relax. A cool room helps the body feel comfortable and calm.
Exactly. It's like telling the body, now it's time to rest.
Try changing the lights and opening the window a little. It will feel like your room is helping you sleep.
And one last thing many of us find hard, using phones or devices right before bed.
That was the hardest habit for me to stop. But when I stopped, my mind slowed down faster.
These small changes do not need to be perfect. They simply help your body rest and recover during the night.
You know what surprised me the most?
What's that?
Even on days when I used coffee the right way, I still felt tired. That is when I understood the problem was not only daytime energy, it was about what happened during the night.
That is an important thing to notice. Sleep is where energy is built again, not taken from later.
Yeah, daytime habits feel obvious, but sleep works quietly. When sleep is weak, nothing else really feels okay.
So, instead of pushing yourself to sleep better, we can start with something very simple, like our breathing.
I never thought breathing mattered at night.
Breathing through your nose helps your body stay calm. It helps your body stay more relaxed. It is a small change, but it helps a lot.
That's cool.
None of these are hard rules. They gently help your body return to real rest.
After I improved my nights a little, I noticed something interesting. Mornings felt more open, like starting fresh again.
That is a good time to add two very simple things: water and sunlight.
They sound almost too simple, like advice we have heard since we were kids.
That is true, but simple things work well when we actually do them. Starting with the first habit, which was easy but not very comfortable.
That's drinking water right after waking up.
Well, your body loses water while you sleep. So starting the day with water helps your body wake up slowly.
Many people ask how much water we really need. Can you share, Gwen?
A simple rule is about 2 to 2.5 liters a day for most adults.
Hearing that made me realize I was drinking much less. How about you, my friends?
Yes. Think about your own day. Do you drink enough? Or maybe too much?
You can share your number in the comments. And later, you can check if your habit fits what your body needs.
Now, let us go outside for a moment. Morning sunlight tells your body it is time to wake up.
I started taking short walks in the morning. That light also helps my body get ready for sleep later.
It supports your natural daily rhythm.
That surprised me. Being in the sun in the morning helped me sleep better at night.
Water and sunlight do not feel dramatic, but together they quietly help your energy last through the day.
So friends, even little changes like these can make a big difference over time.
They contribute to making your day bright and fresh.
Okay, let's pause the deep talk for a moment. This feels like a good time to breathe together.
Yes, a short break, not to stop learning, but to let the body catch up. If you're listening right now, don't forget to support Podchill. Please like and follow the channel if this space feels kind to you.
And subscribe if you want more calm talks like this in your day. We'll be here talking, reflecting, and chilling together.
Before we continue, let's do something simple. Take a sip of water if you can.
If you're able to move, maybe stand up for a second. Stretch your arms, roll your shoulders, relax your neck.
You can even take a short walk if you're listening on the go. Let your mind loosen a little.
Now that we've slowed down, let's learn some vocabulary together. Nothing stressful, just words you already heard in today's story.
We'll explain them in a simple way, like friends helping friends. I'll start with the word drained. Drained means you feel very tired, like your energy is empty. Not sick, just low, like a phone with 1% battery.
That word described me perfectly earlier. I wasn't busy, but I still felt drained inside. The next word is steady. Steady means calm and stable, not going up and down too fast, like energy that stays with you instead of crashing.
That's a great word for healthy energy.
Yup, and now is your turn.
All right. The third word is recover. Recover means your body or mind gets better after rest. Sleep helps us recover from the day.
I like that word. It reminds me that rest is not lazy, it's healing.
The next word is cut back. It's your turn to explain it, Leo.
Well, cut back means to do something less than before, like cutting back on afternoon coffee.
And the last word is wear out. Wear out means something becomes tired or weak after too much use. Bad habits can wear out our energy over time.
That one really hits. Because I didn't feel broken, just slowly worn out.
These words are simple, but they describe real feelings. Feelings many adults live with every day.
And now you have words to name them. Sometimes naming a feeling already helps it feel lighter. Before we finish, I just want to say this. You do not need big changes to feel better. Small habits are easier to keep.
And small habits are often the ones that stay. A glass of water, a calmer night, a gentler morning.
Those small things do not look special, but they give you energy that lasts longer.
When your energy is more even, your mind does not have to work so hard. You are not tired all the time anymore.
That is when it feels easier to focus and easier to learn.
Just keep listening and keep taking care of yourself.
Thanks for spending time with us today. This space is always here for you.
We will see you again soon on Podchill. This is your friend Gwen.
And I'm Leo. See you again.